Today I'm going to guide you how to knit a Word document or PDF file or HTML using R markdown. Now I'll go to RStudio. This is RStudio, and if you want to clear anything in the console window, you can just press anywhere in the console window, then you press Ctrl L. So how do I create a RMD file? You just go to File, New, then R markdown. So here you are required to type in the title of your paper. So if I'm dealing, for example, with t-test, I can have my title being t-test. Then the author is your name. So let's say that's my name, and you're going to select HTML, PDF, or Word document depending on your preference. So assume I'm starting with Word document. Of course, I can decide later on what to produce in my output. So if I select Word document, I click OK. Now there's one most important thing when knitting a PDF document. This is just straightforward. But if you want a PDF, you will be required to use text, or that is MikTeX. You're using MikTeX. You're supposed to install that. Or otherwise, there is a package that I'm going to show you. You can install from RStudio. So when knitting a PDF file, you will need to install MikTeX. This is a link, and go to the website to download that MikTeX, or install TinyText from R. Now how do we do that? We're going to see in a few minutes. Now, after having specified, say, Word document, I'm supposed to click OK. And when you do that, you're going to get a simple guide. It's self-explanatory. From this, you can be able to figure out what to do. For example, you are told here that, okay, this is introduction. This is usually heading 2. You know, heading 1, 2, 3. So if I have a single hash, that will be heading 1. Then if it's 2, it's heading 2. And make sure you don't join hash and letter. Make sure there's a space. Otherwise, it's going to be a plain text when you need to document. So ensure that you have a space there. And this is a body text. You just write the way we normally type. Just type them. If you want a paragraph, you can separate using double space or single space. Preferably double spaces. So this is a different paragraph. This is a different paragraph. Then this is a script. So remember, this is a plain text. But if I want R markdown to realize that this is a script, you can see if I run this chunk file, I'm going to get some output. You can see this is speed and distance. So remember, this is preloaded data in R. So if you run that, you can as well close that. So this is a script. So for R to recognize that, you're supposed to open. You see, this is 3 single opening quotation marks, and then you open the bracelets, then you write anything. It can be RCAS or simply R. So remember, this is just a guide, an introductory text on how you can be able to prepare a PDF, any document that you want. Then there's how you include plots. Just write the script as well. Plot pressure, and then of course you see you are specifying that this is a script. Make sure you open, then you close. Ensure you have those bracelets. There is this also other aspect of echo is equivalent to false. What that means is that this script will not appear in your document. You will only see the graph. If I, for example, run that, this graph alone will appear without the scripts. If I have to be true or just ignore like this, I'll be having the script, which is summary cars, followed by the output. So if you want to guide someone, maybe create a PDF that is able to, maybe you want to guide someone on how to perform certain test, then don't add this argument. So if you have your own work, you're supposed to customize that. Delete all this from R markdown. You delete that. Don't interfere with this. Just leave it the way it is. Start from there. So you leave the introductory part of it, then you pick from there. So assume you're doing some work. For example, I have something that I've already edited here. This is R markdown. You can see this. I'm separating everything by spaces, every new item. So this is heading 1, this is heading 2. Then I'm importing a data set. This data set is in my so you can see this is US GDP growth. It is CSV. This is not the Excel file. These are CSV. Now, what we do is, when you are knitting a document, for example, if I'm to run this script directly without specifying the storage path, like for example, I can say C folder something, then make sure you use forward slashes. That is a storage path. But because I have that in documents, I don't need to specify the storage path. I just have to write the script directly, as you see. But when you are knitting, you will be required to specify where you want that PDF to be stored. And it's very important then that whenever you're doing so, ensure that if my dataset is in documents, then I'll have to knit that file in documents. Now I have this folder I created on my own, are markdown files. It is in documents. Now if I want my PDF to be here, I'll ensure that I copy the dataset into this folder, so that when I'm knitting that, it's going to import directly. So where you are saving, if I click on the knit button, it will ask me to specify where I want to save that. So remember, it is in documents, R markdown files. And in R markdown files, this is the data that I want to import. I'll also import t-test. So ensure where you knit your document, all the files, including any PNG, anything that you want to use it or import into this PDF, ensure it is saved here. So I'll write, for example, t-test. So be careful not to rename that t-test. Yeah, I can just, so that it can be a bit different. So then you save. When you do so, you are knitting. When you click knit, it's going to prepare that output. And I should just relax, then you wait for the output. So you can see it's processing, and this is what I've done. This is time. This is heading 2. This also t-test, but inside that there's a subdivision heading 3. So under t-test I have paired t-test. So this is my output, as you can see. This is, as you can see, there is where there were spaces. It's a paragraph. See, this is that data set, and then I plot the graph. Then this is the explanation t-test, paired t-test. See, this is the output, and as you can see, there's I tried to separate. Now there's something here. As you can see, t-test results was not performed. As you can see, this is just plain text. This is it before, after. These are supposed to be scripts, but why? Because I didn't specify that these are the scripts. And as you said before, so you can see there was nothing done. There was no analysis done on t-test. So what I'll do is to use 3 opening quotation marks, open the bracelets, write R, then you close it, then you close it. So if you want to explain, for example, you can see I have already explained the output before. You can just highlight, then you hit Control Enter, you get your output. After that, you close this, then you discuss the findings. Then you, at the end of the day, after discussing these findings below it, it can be below or before, and then you just need your PDF. And if you want to need a Word document, just click on this button. There are so many options, so the prior choice is not important. You can just click here, these 3 buttons. I can decide to need a Word document. You can click on this button, need Word. As that is loading, can you see our output? I now have the t-test results because I did specify that it was script. So that's it. This is script. You can see the background is a bit different from the plain text, and I have my output. So ensure that you install this tiny text. How to do so is, this is a command. Make sure you install tiny text. If you don't have Text Studio in your machine, the best thing to do is to install tiny text. These are the scripts I've prepared. You can use this as a sample. Just type key in from, I think it's very clear. So if required, I usually